everybody, we're on Yorkville and Bay Street in Toronto. It is April 2021, mid-Aprilish. So look down south of Bay quickly. It is a nice sunny day. It's warm, t-shirt weather. Nice to have a jacket just in case. How's the lighting here? Wow, that building is creating a beautiful light on this street. Nice. Where was it? I was reading that there was a building like that. I think in Vegas or somewhere like that. The building is round, a little bit semicircular, and at a certain time of the year, when the sun hits it, it reflects the light right back, and it melts the sidewalk, and it has caused a lot of damage. So it's interesting. You can see how beautiful this light is. Oh my God. I bet you if I turn around, yeah, those guys coming in, you'll see how cool this light will be. Because we have the sun right there. And this light is filling in like a photographer's shadow, photographer's light. It's beautiful. Anyway, we're just not gonna wait till these people come right to us. Let me make this darker a little bit. Just exciting. Make it really nice and rich. Very good. It's like a shining beacon of hope across the city with tents on my left. Can you see the tents? It's not a tent city, but it's a restaurant. Yes. You have the restaurants turn into a sidewalk tent patio with a plastic covering with no air circulation. That way you're super safe. No air. No virus can get into it. Have you ever thought about that? The reason they put plastic on the sidewalk and make sure it's sealed up is so that, listen, if the air can't get in, the virus can't get in either. See, never thought about that, did you? And people complain about it. I think they're wonderful to have like everything outside sealed up, just, you can smell that food in there. This used to be a restaurant called, no idea. But I remember we had a friend who used to hang out here all the time back in the 80s. He pretty much owned this restaurant. What is it called? Remy's? Remy's or something like that. Remy's maybe, yeah. It was his place anytime you wanted to find him. That's where he used to be. This area used to come in. This used to be a Rainbow. A pretty cool clothing store. They had the funkiest, latest things. If you wanted to have something that nobody else had, this was the place to go. Really cool stuff. They had the first of everything. It's gone now. I used to come here a lot in the late 80s and 90s because I had a very good client of mine at a hair salon here called The Private Lines. And his name was Micheal Volpe. And we might get to his salon somewhere around here. Yeah, it's right here, is it? I don't know, we'll find it. Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna put some pictures up of him in this area. We're just gonna get to it. I used to come here a lot and photograph for him. He used to hire me to take pictures of models. He was my first hair client, and he got me into hair photography. He was an excellent hairdresser, stylist, fashion maker, and it was great to have him, to work with him, because a lot of times people think you can just work with anybody, but in order to get good, you need to work with somebody who is good. And he was definitely one of the best of the best. His salon used to be right here, where the building's gone, because he actually caught fire. After he left, caught fire, and I guess they're replacing it, and that building wasn't there. So I used to park right in that parking lot, and I used to pay about $9.50, $10 for a day. And up there in the sky where it's a hole, that's where I did some of the best Naha, Contessa award-winning images that made the hair industry rock. That's what we did, it right up there, right in that space up there. See if I can find some of the pictures I posted right here. Maybe I already did. But yeah, that was great. And there was a sweet diner. We're gonna come to this street in a minute. Blair, that's a pretty cool street. The light's gorgeous, I'm not kidding, huh? It's pretty good. good light makes everything. I guess there's still a parking lot, but now you go in the basement and park in the basement. There used to be a diner up there, and it's called, I forget what it was called, but pretty decent. And this was a, and then here was, yeah, this was, let's go here, look at it. This was his, that was one of his also other locations that, or was it up there? I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah, no, this was one of the other locations that I used to do hair for. So let's keep going. This would be what, Bay Street? I guess, yeah, Bay Street. I thought we were on Bay Street. Beginning of the video, I love it. I'm such a tourist. I'm such a tourist. Yep, we're the tourist. I guess that was Avenue Road. So this is Bay Street. Okay, good. All right, we keep going. See, like I said previous videos, the dates are a little bit sketchy. My dates are not always bang on accurate. It's looking at North on Bay. Let's go this way. And the locations are a little bit, it's a good thing you have street signs. So for a record, we have a record of where we are. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a tourist expert of the city, and these are not supposed to be tour walks. They're supposed to be, oh look at, there's a hole in the ground there. Wow, that reminds me of what New York looked like after 9/11. It's a big hole in the ground. Let's go see what the hell it was there before and what did they do to it. This is looking into Yorkville. Okay. You know, delivering coffee is one of my pet peeves. One of my pet peeves because, you know, just carrying a coffee across the city for your friends or something is just, I don't expect anybody doing that for me. I've, even when I was doing my photo shoots, I never sent assistants to pick up coffee for me, including clients. Just a mess. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's like, it sounds easy, just pick me up some coffee, but then you got to put it in those trays and walk it down, and you know, it's traffic, and it's just, why bother? You know, just, if you don't have time for coffee, maybe you shouldn't be drinking coffee. The whole thing about coffee is you got to sit down and relax and enjoy it. What a hole here. Let's go see what's going on. Big construction, big time, big time. No idea what it was here. Certainly was a lot of stuff here, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, I know what it was here. Oh my God. This is where, that's actually, this, again, another mistake. This video is gonna full of mistakes. There used to be a salon here called Taz that Micheal Volpe at one point owned, my first client. And it was right across this fire hall. I remember I used to come and park here to hand him his contact sheets and prints. Wow, so they took this thing right out, huh? Wow, this is the first time I actually remember what used to be here. There used to be a couple of stores, you know, and the spa used to be this downstairs. It was just like the other unit. But now they are just seriously not even kidding around. This is just massive. This requires, oh, there's a hole in the fence. Guess what? If you got a hole in the fence, can I fit my lens in there? Yeah, I can fit the lens in there, but it's not very, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. My God. Yeah, this is a fire station. I remember this, definitely remember this fire station, because when we were shooting the models, you know, it used to be late at night and stuff, and then the fire station would go off, like, you know, you're concentrating and the lights, and then the light engine, like the salon used to be right here, right across it. And then they used to come in and they used to ring and bing and turn on the lights, and they still, you know, the whole thing would be lit up. Your whole set would be lit up by these guys. Wow, that was kind of interesting. I'm kind of in a, let's see if we can get a shot here. Wow, very interesting. That thing is gone completely. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, definitely remember these. I remember this area quite well, but and then in Toronto, one thing they don't get rid of is fire stations. For some reason, even if they need the fire station building, you know, if they want to get rid of it, they keep the tower and keep the facade. They hardly ever just yank it right out. These are probably all new too. I haven't been in this area for a long time. You know, I've been here a couple of weeks ago, but before then, I would say pretty long time ago. Oh, that guy's not happy with the situation. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat situation. A couple of shots for memory and record. Oh, wow. See, that car comes in the shot to make it better. Yeah. Sometimes nice to have a foreground. Back in the day, Yorkville was all about driving your cool car, making the loop around Yorkville with your nice looking cool car. And I don't know if they still do that, but that was the place. If you had a cool car, that was the place you went in and revved around, and you know, it was just the Lamborghinis and the Porsches and the Ferraris. If you had one of those, and that's where you spent your Saturday nights. Yeah. You had a race car, but you didn't spend it on a racetrack. You spent it on biker. Come on. That wasn't very exciting, but checking exposure. This kid on a bike would have looked good, but I was not ready for. I was just fixing a little bit of an exposure. So we're back on Yonge Street. So next street we're gonna turn right again. I think that will be Cumberland, and then go back into the Yorkville unit setup. Yorkville used to be a very cool 80s place. I guess in the 60s it was a very hippie kind of a area. That's a cool shot of this building. This white building used to be the home of first home of Mountain Equipment Co-op. A big camping clothing store, comparable to REI in the US. And when they first opened up, they were here, and then they moved south of the city, and then now they're all over the place. Now they're a big corporate kind of a situation. When they first started, look how bright this is. All right, exposure adjust. So I guess this is the end of that construction. The other side of it. Okay. Darken this video a little bit. Let's go back. So this is Cumberland. Oh, I remember. There's a bunch of bars and stuff. And Cumberland Terrace. This would be a little mall that in the 80s was pretty popular. Very popular in the 80s. I guess they built it around then. And it was very clean and small, little boutique stuff. And the lighting is kind of tricky here. Maybe I put her on manual. There you go. Just getting a view of the city. What's going on to this Yorkville is going to completely dramatically change. Yeah, this is. I think it's very quiet now with the pandemic and everything. It always used to be a small mall, you know, but had mailboxes here, and I'm looking inside. It's very closed, very empty. You know, entrance is closed. Yeah. This bar used to be very popular when there used to be no idea what these things were, but I remember on the other side was let's go see if we can looking east. Wow, look at this hole in the ground. It's amazing. Is there a fence in there? There must be a fence, yeah. Oh my god. Whew, that's very deep inside there. That's I'd say 5 or 6 stories deep. Guess it's gonna be a garage, lockers, and you know, prison cells and bunkers, emergency bunkers in case there's a bunker attack. You have a bunker in your own building to go in. Boom. I'm just assuming, not sure at all. I'm barely sure what street I'm on. All I know is I used to photograph models here all the time in the 80s and 90s. Early 80s, early 90s. And I used to come here all the time. And yeah, I used to take the models shopping for clothes. And yeah, and a lot of late night shoots and sushi for I had my first sushi around here somewhere because you know, for my little breaks I used to sneak out and experiment with sushi and yeah. And Micheal Volpe, unfortunately he passed away a couple of years back. You know, he got problems with alcohol. You know, alcohol is a deadly drug. It's you know, it's glamorized on TV and you know, movies and stuff for rock and roll and pop culture, that drinking is cool. Oh, you know, it's healthy too, 1 glass of wine. But some people can't handle any of it, and he was one of them. And he lost his business and he lost his life drinking alcohol. So, you know, it's one of those things that why start? Just stay away from it. You never know if you're going to be one of the people you're okay with drinking, or you're going to be one of those people who are going to get hooked and abuse it. So you might as well just like don't start. Why do I have to find out? 50-50 chance, maybe. Anyway, so that was a very sad thing. He lost his business, and it's amazing when he was popular and we were winning all these awards. Everybody wanted to work for him, and everybody was yes sirring him. But once he had this trouble with you know, with his health and then, you know, alcohol, and he started having problem with his business, then people just kind of, all his friends and all the people who pretended they were their friends, they abandoned him and they were laughing at him. And this happened in this hair business to few people, not just him, to other people that have. This is a kind of a famous cafe, and when movie stars come to Toronto, they just come here, I guess. They get paid to come here and promote the place. Yeah, it's I've seen this in, this is Blair Street, and there's a guy who owned a lot of these buildings, was a very nice guy. His name was Mo, and he used to always hang out here. He was like the mayor of this place. There's all these buildings. This whole street was belonged to him, and I think still does, to his family. And he would always come and look after the place and make sure it's clean, and he was always sitting on a sidewalk, and he would always hang around, and you know, he was like the local mayor. And he's also passed away, but you know, he was very old at the time, so he just passed away. Natural causes. And this is a cool restaurant too. This restaurant's been here a long time. It's a Japanese restaurant. Sure. Yeah, so I've seen this before in the hair industry, where when people are at their top, everybody's like, everybody wants to be their friend, and they pretend. But once they fall, or they lose their position in the hair company, or you know, they're no longer winning awards, or something happens to them, people abandon them right away. And that's a very kind of interesting phenomena in the human condition, I suppose. That's an interesting shot. I'm not going to take a picture of it, but colors are good. Let this guy go for a video. Nice. Oh, and there's a little park here. I got a good friend of mine lives in this area. Maybe I'll call her if she wants to come and play. Let's see. We'll see. Maybe if she comes down, I'll take some pictures of her. Yeah, there's a bunch of salons here that I work for too. Oh, this one's still around. It's Paul Piccarello. Yeah, we did a lot of shots for him. Not at his location, but he would come to my studio. It's a kind of a cool rock there. Let's walk to the rock. Let's walk to the rock. Wow. Shop online. Some cool stores. And those condos are very new too. All right. Let's see if my friends. See, people always want to see you, but the problem is when you call them out of the blue. I had no plan to come here, and I was just. When you call them out of the blue, but they're always trying to have to do their hair and makeup. Let's call her. Great. Now I got 2 monitors in my hand. Ah la la la. Oh, we wait for her on the rock. Ah la la. Hey.
Like somewhere.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Where are you?
I'm on the rock in Yorkville.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm coming.
You got 5 minutes to get down here. Fast mission. The mission. You got five fast. No makeup, no hair. Just move here fast. We're on a mission.
Okay. I'll see you in 15 minutes, okay?
15? No, make it 5. I won't be here in 15. Trust me. They're after me.
Okay, I need to finish. I was cooking up. I need to finish that.
They're after me. They're after me. 15 minutes is too late. I'm gonna be gone.
Okay, 10 minutes.
It's like a TV mission. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I'm done.
5 minutes.
I can make it in 5 minutes. There's
5
no way
minutes. 5 minutes or I'm gone. Okay, let's see. When she says 10 minutes, we're parkouring. I used to ride this. Used to come here and hang out with a bike. Tina, you remember? We used to come here and hang out with a bike, ride up and down on this. Yorkville was our. Sometimes we used to come biking here. I don't remember. Do you have any good stories, Tina, about riding here? You're with me, right? Right? We're walking with all my friends here. When she says 15 minutes, that's an hour. When I say 5 minutes, that's like 20 minutes, right? So I'm trying to estimate the time of arrival and departure. Okay, it's used to be all of these bars and restaurants used to be really action happy. Let's go. There's a hallway there too. Let's go through this and then we make a Yorkville loop. This place was the Hemingways. Yes, this has been around a long time. It used to be very happening. Summertime. Busy, fast. They're doing a photo shoot. See that? It's a street photo shoot. Street photo shoot. Everybody has to be a photographer or you're it's like a little alleyway outdoor mall. This area reminds me of Long Beach, right? People in Long Beach, am I right? It's very, kind of restaurants here. Open air mall. It's only useful in the summer. In the winter, forget about it here. Mine is 20 Celsius, forget about it. But all of those, it's very quiet now, but all of those inside bars and stuff are pretty happening place. We are on a mission. Oh, we're back on Yorkville Avenue in that restaurant, which used to call Remy's. So we made a complete loop. So I'm gonna call off the video here and I'll wait for my friend a little bit, half an hour probably, and then we'll see what happens. Wow. We're back here. Anyway, thanks for this little ride with me. We'll catch you in the next video. We're back, out. Okay, there she comes. Finally. It took only maybe 9 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe more than that. Like it's, I'd say 10 minutes, not bad. Oh my God. Okay, this is good. Let me do a headshot. Oh my God, don't worry, we don't need makeup. I don't like makeup anyway. Come closer. My God, it's just like before. Chin down a bit. Your glasses are not straight. Fix your glasses. Actually, take your glasses off. It's just not bad. Closer. That actually looks good, don't worry. Let's turn off the camera, put a filter on that's... Yeah, you don't need makeup. You look wonderful. You look really good. You look better than before. You look younger and skinnier. Beautiful. This is great. All right. And it's a wrap. That was a quick photo shoot.